Okay, now it is recording. Today we will discuss some more commands like we have manage profile.sh. So using that manage profile.sh we can create the profiles. So we already created one profile at the time of profile creations, and we can delete the profile, list the profile, and we can take a backup from the particular profile. So those things we will see today. And we have another command, cleanup node. Okay, so sometimes if you delete the profile from the manage profile.sh, sometimes profile will be deleted but node will be available in the installation path. So at that time we have to sweep clean the node from the path. So these two commands we will see today. IBM WebSphere App Server 03 profiles DMGR01 bin start manager.
We can't see your screen. Are you sharing?
One moment, let me check. So you are able to see now?
Yeah, now I can see. Yeah.
Okay, fine, cool. So I'm starting DMGR server. Then we will work on those commands. So meanwhile, let me check the port number. Config cells DMGR cell nodes DMGR node server index.xml file. The admin port, the admin console port number we can see here. So admin host is 9064. Okay, so
Admin host is always host number 9.
yeah, it starts with 9 by default.
No, no, not that one. There are so many ports, right? So
Uh,
that admin host is taking that ninth one.
Not ninth one. Here we can
Then,
identify
oh,
WC web console admin host.
admin host. Oh, not by the named endpoint 9. No.
No, not like that.
Okay.
We cannot recognize the port number with this. We have to recognize from this endpoint name,
Okay.
web console admin host. Okay.
Okay.
By
Okay.
using this, we
Thank you.
have to recognize. The same way we can see in administrative console also. I mean the same port numbers. So once we open administrative console, still it is starting. admin server deployment manager started. Then open administrative console. Localhost 64. So it will open, no problem. So, then come back from this. Okay, here I can see the profiles, lot of profiles here. So now I am going to use manage profile.sh command to delete the profile. Okay, actually we cannot delete the profile directly using rm space hyphen rf. Give the folder name, it will not delete because the profiles are registered with the product. So we cannot delete the folders directly. We have to delete from manage profile.sh command. Okay, so for that, go to was root directory. This is the was home, and go to bin directory here, and here manage profile.sh command. Okay, give help here. It will display all possible ways, activities it will display. So if you don't know any command to use, just type help. So help will display all the operations. Here using manage profile, we can create profiles, and we can delete profiles, list the profiles, backup profile, restore profile. So everything we can see, we can do from here. So now I'm going to delete one profile. Dot slash manage profile.sh hyphen delete space, give the profile name here, profile name, give any profile name here. I have lot of profiles in this. So here I'm going to delete app server 04. So I'm going to delete this one. Copy, paste here. Deleting the profile means it is federated environment. So the profile deletion means federation also we are deleting. So it is the app server 4 is already federated with some DMGR server. So it will come out of from that federation. Okay, and it will delete. And insta config success, that means profile no longer exists. So profile is deleted. So now go and verify the path, profile's path, and see if the profile is available or not. So profile is available still. Okay, I have deleted the profile, but folder is available. But here in this folder only some files are available, not all the files. So if you go and verify app server 04, here you can see only three files is there: configuration file, log file, and temporary file. So only three files. Rest of the files and folders is deleted. Only these three files will not delete with the manage profile.sh command. Okay, so for this we have to delete the folder manually now. Rf, and give the profile name. Now check the profile is available or not. So now the profile has been deleted. Okay, so after that we have to verify the registry.xml file also, because that profile is registered with the product. So go to the properties, vasroot properties. Here open profile registry.xml file. Here, so there is no profile app04. That means profile is deleted completely. Okay, now we have to go and verify the master configuration. Okay, so now first we use manage profile for deleting. So it deletes all the files, rest of configuration, log file, and some other three folders we have deleted manually. And we check the registry.xml file, and now we have to check the dmgr master configuration. Okay, profiles, dmgr01 config cells, dmgr node, dmgr cell, and go to nodes. Here also deleted. Okay, so app server 4 is not there in the master configuration also. Okay, and we have one more command like cleanup node. Cleanup node means if the node is not deleted from the master configuration, we have to use the cleanup node. The command is cleanup node.sh. Let me check the command. Go to dmgr 01 bin directory. Here cleanup node.sh file. So we have to use this command if the node is still federated with dmgr, but in this case the profile is deleted completely. The profile has been deleted, so no need to do cleanup node. Okay, and we have another commands like manage profile. Go to bin directory. Here manage profile.sh hyphen help. Okay, to see the all profiles, so use the list profile command. Manage profile.sh hyphen list profiles. It will list out all the profiles. Okay, these are all the profiles available in my environment: dmgr app1, app2, custom dmgr2, app3, admin agent, job manager, and app5. Okay, and to take the backup of the profile, use this command. Okay, so we used some other command yesterday for taking the backup, so that is backup.config. Okay, so yesterday we used backup.config. So this command we used yesterday, backup config.sh. Here we have to specify the path where we are going to take a backup. So it will take the entire configuration, entire federated environment configuration will take the backup. Suppose if you want to take the backup of particular profile, here we have to specify profile name and path of the zip file where we are going to store that configuration. And here one more command is for taking the backup is manage profile.sh. Okay, hyphen backup profile is the command. Backup profile, and here we have to specify the backup profile name. Okay, profile name is dmgr01 and space, here provide the path dmgr zip. Okay, so enter here. Here type help, and here profile name we have to pass the argument and hyphen backup file. So backup file I missed out. We have to specify this backup file argument also in the above command. Okay, here profile name, after this profile name we have to pass this backup profile argument also. Copy this and paste here, space, specify the backup file path. But config backup config command is easy, so when compared to manage profile command. So backup profile already exists, so that's why it is not taking. Let me delete backup file from that location. Actually already we have taken backup yesterday, so it is not overriding that. So let me delete dmgr and app. So now I have deleted the two folders. Now I'm going to take a backup. So but it will delete, I mean it will stop the dmgr profile. Okay, dmgr server. So if you don't want to stop dmgr server, no stop. So specify this parameter and then run. Got it? So the next topic is deployments. Then we will move to deployment topic. So here deployment means install the application in application server. So once we install the application will be executed under the application server, and it provides some services to the clients. Okay, so here we have different applications from J2EE. So that means J2EE provides WAR files, nothing but web archive file. It contains web applications. Okay, so the web application contains web modules. So we have three web modules: servlets, JSP, and HTML. Okay, and we have jar file. Jar means Java archive file. It contains EJB modules. We have three EJBs: session EJB and entity EJB and message driven bin EJB. Okay, so three types of EJBs available under jar. Now RAR classes. RAR means resource adopt adapter classes. Okay, and the final one is .er file, enterprise archive file, nothing but enterprise application, enterprise application. Okay, so it contains it is a combination of .var, .jar. Okay, so this is the application structure in J2EE. Okay, so here we used to deploy all the files, .var files, jar file, and er file also. So the deployment is same for every application. So the deployment process is same for every application. Now I am going to deploy one application. Okay, so let us see, start deployment manager.
I have a small question.
Yeah.
When we have a WAR file, we deploy into application servers. When we have a jar file, we deploy into EJB servers. But ER file, if there is a combination, the developer creates an ER file and give it to us for deployment, or we have to create an ER file from those two files?
The development team will give you the archive files. So they will zip and they will make a format of .var file and they will give you. So we need not to zip these modules. So they will give you the war files or jar or rar and er. Okay,
And here, if there are both jar and war, then they will
they will
combine both
both
ER and give the ER file.
yes, they'll give you. Okay,
Okay.
so in deployment process, they will give you they will give you the document also, how to deploy, where to deploy.
We are losing your voice.
In deployment process they will give you the entire details of that application, where to deploy, how to deploy, and everything. They will give you the document, and they will give you the war file or er file also. So they will
Okay.
send out an email with the attachment, or they will put in some location for the server location where they have copied. So from they will give you the path also. We have to copy the file from that path, and we can deploy in our environment. Okay, so that is the
Okay.
process. Okay, and start the deployment manager. It is already started, and go to the administrative console, and here go to the servers and server type, and go to the WebSphere application servers. Here we cannot deploy applications in DMGR server. We have to deploy only on application servers. Okay, deployment manager only for administration. We cannot go and deploy. Okay, let me restart DMGR once. Now start the server again. Let me copy one EAR file from my physical location. My system hang. Plant by WebSphere EAR file. I am copying this file to my Linux. Copy on the desktop. Paste. So EAR file is copied. It is on my desktop. This is the complete ARCHI file. So in this we can see web applications, yeah, jar file and var files we can see. So if you extract this file, we can see the modules also. So then go to the administrative console, deployment manager. Okay, deployment manager is started. Log out from this console and log in again. Go to the servers and server type WebSphere application servers. So I have so many servers federated in the federated with DMGR. Okay, so now I'm going to start node agent for one node, application server node. I'm going to start this node. Okay, so without starting node we cannot start the servers. Okay, first start the node, then start application server. Node means nothing but node agent. Okay, until unless the status will show unavailable. Once we start the node agent, then it will show stop state. So let me start node agent for the one profile. So go to app server 01 and go to bin directory, start node. Node agent is started. Then refresh this WebSphere application servers. Now servers are in stop state under this node. So now I am going to start one server first. Still the server is not started. Let me try again. Servers is taking time to start up. So server is started. I'm going to start the remaining two also. One server is fine, but I'm starting these two also. We can deploy the application in any of the server, or we can deploy the same application in multiple servers also. And also we can deploy multiple applications in one server. So the server can capable to execute the number of applications.
So in a production environment, usually we'll be deploying any application into multiple servers, right?
Hmm.
They can span across profiles or they can be in the same nodes or
Generally, we will install a different, multiple nodes. That means cluster. So suppose we used to deploy in cluster in production for high availability load balancing purpose. So here
right.
in this node 2 I have three servers, server 1, server 2, server 3, and I have local node 4. Local node 4 also server 2 and server 1. So I will group these all 6 servers as one cluster. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that means we are grouping the servers which are running in different nodes. Okay, then if you install the any application in the cluster level, that application will be installed all the servers. That means two nodes. Okay,
Okay.
generally we follow that process. So this is
So
learning
general
stage, that's why I'm deploying only one node. Later
one
stage,
node.
once we create the cluster, I will show you the cluster deployment also. Okay,
But in the production environment, it usually will be at a cluster level,
yeah,
right?
cluster
That's
level.
what.
Yeah,
Okay.
cluster level.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in
Thank
lower environments, in production and DR, disaster recovery. So these two environments we will install in cluster level only. Okay, if you
you. Okay.
install in single application server, there is no use, because single
Yeah.
server cannot survive all the requests for the enterprise application. So obviously we will go with cluster only.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so lower
Okay.
environments like test, dev, UAT, so you can install in single server. For that is
Okay.
those are only for testing and evaluation purpose. For before moving to production, we have to test the configuration changes, everything in the lower environments. So we will test in the lower environments. We will move to production.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. My system is very slow today. So the servers are taking time. I'm going with single server deployment. Um, so go to the applications tab. this is the application tab. Expand this and go to application type. Okay, and click on WebSphere Enterprise Applications. Here already one application is deployed, so I am going to deploy another application. So for deploying the application, click on install here. Okay, so enterprise applications, click on install button. So just click on install button. Now we have to browse that EAR file, enterprise application file. Okay, so click on browse, and in my desktop I have the application EAR planned by WebSphere. This is the EAR file I'm going to deploy. The size of EAR file is 6.7 MB. Okay, so generally we used to deploy the applications from 1 MB to 200 MB. So 200 MB means very large and critical application. Okay, so this is normal simple application only, EAR file. Then open, click on open. Here you can see the file. Okay, and then click on next here. So the file, if the file is in remote mission, we have to specify, we have to click on this remote file and give the full path of that ER file path here. Okay, but in this case the application is available in my local mission, so I have browsed from the desktop and click on next. Still it is progress.
Here I see SAR module also. Does WebSphere accommodate SAR as well? What is SAR?
SAR also one module, but we never install this SAR. In
Oh,
my career, I never seen this SAR file. Generally, we used to deploy only these three.
jar, var, or year. Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
we used to deploy.
Not even RAR, right? Not even rare file. Only
RAR
this.
file also we will not deploy. RAR file is that is only code. There is no, I mean, that isn't that doesn't have any modules. Only code is available. So using that code, we will develop business application. So that's it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so if you click on next, this window will we will come to this window. Here we can see how to we want to install this application. So two options available. First one is fast path. That means prompt only when additional information is required. Okay, only additional information. So additional means in this deployment we will have many settings and options. Okay, so some default, all are default options only, but if you want to skip that default options to add additional options, go with this one. Otherwise detailed means all what are the options available in the deployment, we will get all the options here. We are the new persons, so I'm going with detailed only because we should know all the things. Okay, show all installation options and parameters. Okay, so select this one. So if you select this one, the installation will complete in 5 or 6 steps. If you go, you will get more than, I mean, more than 15 steps. Okay, so click on next, click on continue. Here this is the first step. So in this step, use the binary configuration, deploy the enterprise beans. So this is the application name. Okay, so check the application name here and then come down. So this is the path where the application is going to be installed. So in this app installation route and cell, under this cell we can see this planned by WebSphere ER file. So in this path the application is going to be stored after deployment. Okay, so check these two, and remaining options are we can make it as default, no need to modify anything here. Just click on next, go to the second step. So this is the second step. Here we have to map the application to servers. Okay, so which application server, in which application server we are going to deploy. Here only one server is available, only one server is I have started, so I'm going to map to that server. Okay, so WebSphere cell is DMGR cell, node is app server node 2. In that node server name is server 1. Okay, here it will display all available servers. Okay, if you observe, server 2 is there, server 3 is there in the app node 2, and we can see custom node also. We can see localhost node 4 also. That means every server which we have configured in this environment, it will show all the servers in the list. If you configure cluster also it will show here. Okay, so select the server, I mean map the target and select these modules. So this is the jar file. The ER file contains jars, and this is the web application, this is the gallery. Okay, so these three modules available under this ER file. Okay, jar file, var file and web. Okay, so select these three and apply, click on apply. So after click on apply, come down, click on next. So this is the jar JSP reloading options for web module. Okay, so if you have any web modules, that war file, okay, it will load. Okay, so the load interval is 10 seconds by default. We can keep this 10 seconds. Okay, and click on here, no need to do, down and click on next. This is the fourth step. Here we can see some map and shared libraries. So every application contains some libraries, shared libraries. These libraries are used for different applications. Okay, here also no need to do anything, just click on next. So these some steps are only for reference, we need not to change anything. The fifth step, here also no need not to do anything, just come down and click on next. Sixth step, here some JNDI tree target names. So the JNDI names are used for JDBC configuration. So to identify the object names by the JDBC. Here by default JNDA names will take, because planned by WebSphere is this is the complete application ER file. It contains all the JNDA names. So here no need to specify any JNDA names, but in real time also same, no need to specify, because the application already having JNDA names. So if you don't have JNDA names in that application, we have to specify the JNDA names as per the module. Okay, and click on next. So these are all the jar file is going to be installed. Okay, so all are jar files only. Okay, so many jar files available under this application, and click on next.
So usually ER files will have the JNDA names, but not the var and jar files. That's how
JNDA
it works.
name is available in all the files, either war file
So
or
in all,
ER file.
okay,
Okay, so there we have to specify the JNDA names for each and every module, but ER file already contains JNDA names. If the JNDA names not available in the application, we have to specify. Okay,
but how do we know if the JNDA names are available in the application or not?
application team will give you. If they gives the
Oh,
JNDA names, that means the JNDA names are mapped with that application. Okay.
okay,
So
okay,
application team will give you all the details, because we doesn't know the about that application. So they will
right,
give you all the JNDA names and installation path also. I mean, how to
okay,
install. They'll maintain the document.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Here map the resources. Like we already mapped with the resources, like server one we have mapped. So here no need to do anything, and click on next. Go to the 10th step and come down, click on continue. Okay, here see here virtual host, map virtual host or web module. Okay, that means once we install the application, we have to access the application, whether it is installed, whether we are able to access the application or not. So installation is after installation, we have to do sanity test. Sanity means whether the application is working or not, it is accessible or not. Okay, it is coming we are able to access fast or slow, or you are not able to access the application. So that is called sanity test. So for that we use the host name of the application server and port number of the application server, and context root. Okay, so I will show you how to access the application. So in that case, here we choose default host. That means in this default host, port numbers will be available. Okay, so here like admin server console, this is the deployment manager console or running on this port number 9060. In the same way, each and every application is mapped with application server. That application server maintain one port number for the application. Okay, so we have to choose that port number. Okay, for that here I'm selecting the default host only. That means what are the default port numbers. So I will show you that port number. Go to the background, here open opt system hang. You are able to see my screen? Go to IBM WebSphere App Server 01, sorry 03, and profiles, app 01, config, cells, dmgr cell, nodes, app server node. So go to this path and open server index.xml. So open this file and check the port numbers of application server. Okay, if you come down, say this one WC default host. That means using this port number we can access the deployed applications. So this port number is available only for application server profiles. So we cannot see this option in deployment manager profile because we are not deploying the application in deployment manager. So we are deploying the application server. So this is the entry of default host. So using this port number we can access the application. So for that I'm selecting the default host here and then come down and click on next for going the next step. Okay, so this is the context root. So copy this context root. Context root is very important because for accessing any application we need details like hostname. HTTP is the protocol, localhost. Here we have to specify the hostname of application server, where it is installed, where the server is running, in which host the server is running, and the port number is default default port default port number, and here context root means it is the name of the application. Okay, suppose here hostname means suppose localhost, and the default port is nothing but where the application is running on which port, and the context root means application name. For example, take this admin console. Here host is the localhost and the port number is 9064, and this is the context root of this application because the admin console is also a one application. This is also a one application which is deployed in DMGR server. So for accessing the application we are using /IBM/console. This is the context root, and the same way each and every application contains a context root to access the application. Okay, so that context root is available uh, in the web modules. Okay, so here this is the context root of this application. Copy it will useful when we are going to access. Okay, and the context route is this one, and click on next step. Okay, here no need to specify any users and groups, because this is one type of security. That means this application having some users and groups, so that users some privileges. According to that privileges, they can access and they can do the operations in that application. So here no need to specify any security groups and roles, because this is default application. And click on next and go to the next. Here also nothing to do, just go to the next step and click on final step, summary. Okay, so this is the summary of application. Okay, here you can see the path of application where it is going to be installed, and this is the application name. Okay, and come down, uh, click on finish. Now it will be deploying. This is detailed step. If you don't want to see all the options, you can go with fast path. So whenever you are going to deploy, so both are same, but if you want to know something, then go with this detailed path. Generally deployment will take uh, 5 minutes, not more than that, because my system is slow, that's why it is taking time. Generally it's 5 minutes job. So application planned by WebSphere installed successfully. So the application is installed successfully here, and save the master configuration. So click on save here. It is taking time. So application is deployed. So we can see the application from here. And now start the application. Click on start.
So whenever we install an application, we should always start that application to keep running in the server.
Yes. So once we install, we
Always.
have to start. Otherwise, the application will not be accessible. So whenever we don't want to access the application. So with the even it is installed, then stop the application. That's it. Okay. So better to restart DMGR and restart the entire environment for making the better changes for synchronization. Here, stop the node agent. It is taking a lot of time to start. Start the application server from the console. Go to the servers. Start. The problem is the node is not synchronized. That's why it is not able to start the application also. Not synchronized. So you do better synchronize. So in synchronization topic we discussed about sometimes the changes will not synchronize from the master repository to local. So in this case that is not updated. So I'm going to I just click on synchronize for syncing.
We can't hear you.